West of Cedar Key, Florida here, Rick. Winds at 80 miles per hour, so Debby is a Category 1 hurricane, and we are expecting landfall this morning. As you can see, it's already producing a ton of rain for Florida in addition to some really gusty winds. Here's the latest forecast for Debby. It will continue to move northeastward and after landfall, basically tracking through the northern portions of Florida today. Once Debby makes landfall, it will quickly become a tropical storm, and tonight going into Tuesday morning as a tropical storm still, Debby will be moving through the southern portions of Georgia and taking aim for Savannah, as you can see here. Expected to reach Savannah by Tuesday afternoon. So we're going to transition from Florida to South Georgia here over the next 24 hours. As we continue along this track, Debby will eventually slow down and move due north and basically impact the Carolinas later on this week. So that'll be the story for Debby, just on our doorstep here over the next several days. A couple of things will happen here in Metro Atlanta and North Georgia because of Debby. One will be an increase in your wind. So this morning we're fine, but those wind gusts will get up to about 20-25 miles per hour this afternoon. I will say this isn't even a wind advisory, so the wind will be a little bit higher than what you're used to, but not quite wind advisory criteria. But that is something you'll notice again later on today, slightly higher wind gusts. In addition to that, you'll notice an increase in clouds as Debby continues to move toward the north and east. Our clouds will increase from the southeast to the northwest. Now this morning, as you step out the door in Metro Atlanta, completely sunny outdoors, but you'll start to notice those clouds in Putnam County and Jasper County first, and then throughout the evening the clouds will gradually start to move toward the west. So we'll go partly cloudy this afternoon. I will point out, if you're in northwest Georgia, you may see the sun all day, and those clouds increasing more for those of you south and east of Atlanta. Number 3 is the potential for some isolated showers, and these are showers associated with the outer rain bands of Debby. This coverage is only at about 20%, and I've stopped our forecast model at 6 o'clock this evening. You can see that most of these showers are down in Putnam County and far east Georgia, but it's not impossible to see those showers really anywhere in North Georgia today. So again, the coverage is only 20%, but a tropical shower is possible this afternoon and evening because of Debby, and that will remain the case here really for much of the week. You can see that by Tuesday morning, we still have showers east of Edenton, and as Debby tracks just east of us over the next several days, we have to keep a 20% chance of rain in your forecast, and each day it's the same reason. We're not really talking about a washout. These are not summertime storms. They're just these outer bands from Debby that might impact us every single day here through the course of the week as Debby tracks to our east. We'll see highs in the upper 80s to low 90s, so very typical for this time of the year. And as you can see, those rain chances will stick around basically for the next 7 days. Every day, these rain chances for Metro Atlanta are because of Debby. Our impact here is very minimal, but as you go further south and we bring in First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi, specifically South Georgia, they are already preparing with some warnings.
Absolutely. A tropical storm warning in effect right now for parts of South and coastal Georgia. And these warnings really extend along the Atlantic coast, Rodney. So they are getting ready for this storm. Their impacts, you go just couple hundred miles to our south, it's a completely different story. Here's a look at the current active tropical storm warnings from Jacksonville all the way up to Charleston, and then it goes as far inland as Lawrence County, Georgia, including the Dublin area. So rain already moving in to coastal Georgia right now. And look at this. For a full 24 hours, heavy tropical downpours, the potential for severe weather will continue for places like Jacksonville, St. Simons, Tybee, Savannah, into South Carolina. It's not until about 72 or 48 hours later, going into Wednesday morning, that they'll finally start to get a little bit of a break from this rain. So potential historic flooding expected along coastal Georgia. Last time that the Savannah area picked up about 16 inches of rain was Hurricane Matthew back in 2016, and that inundated the roads there. Here